Okay, welcome back. There is one item that when you either multiply or divide with a negative number to an inequality, it changes the inequality, just the negative number. That's what this is. So this example or this portion here is telling you that when you multiply with a negative number or divide with a negative number, you must change the sign. Okay, so this is super important. So I'm going to write down when you multiply or divide with a negative number, you must change the sign. Let me show you why. Let's say that we have 5 is less than 8. We can agree that that's a true statement because 5 is less than 8. But what if, and I'm using my multiplication property, if I multiply by a negative 1 on both sides? Now I'm allowed to do that because I'm multiplying the same number to both sides. What happens if I don't change the sign? I'm multiplying with a negative. I just told you you must change the sign. What happens if I don't? I end up getting a negative 5 is less than a negative 8. And now it's not true. Okay? When you divide or multiply with a negative, you must change that sign to make it true. Okay? So we're going to work with problems to where we are either going to be dividing or multiplying with a negative, and we're going to have to change the signs. And sometimes you're not going to be multiplying and dividing, and you're going to have to remember not to change the sign. It's only when it's a negative and you're multiplying or dividing. So let's find out. And we're graphing. So our first one here, we are going to solve. I'm not going to rewrite this. I'm just going to draw the line. Negative 2g is less than 10. Well, guess what? We are going to divide by negative 2. Negative 2 goes into negative 2 one time. G, and I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. Negative 2 goes into 10. Negative 5. But now my sign is going to change. Change sign. Why? Because I divided with a negative. There's negative here, negative here. Need to change that sign. Because if you don't, my graph is going to be wrong. Let's find negative 5. I'm going to place it right there. Okay? I'm also going to find a negative 6, a negative 7. I'll put a negative 4 here, a negative 3 here. And I have an open circle. And G is greater than negative 5, so all of my numbers are going to be shaded this way. Now, if I messed up and I didn't change my sign, my graph would be wrong also. So it's very important when you divide or multiply with a negative, you change that sign. Let's take a look at this one. Dividing. Let's multiply on both sides. This one I'm going to have to rewrite. Let's multiply on both sides. But this time I am multiplying with a negative 3. It's negative. I got to change that sign. Automatically, you're going to get used to it. If you see that, change it right away. I should add a line in there, I know. This crosses it out. I get an x. But 4 times the negative 3, that's negative 12. So you find negative 12 on the graph. I'm going to place it right there. It's a solid circle because it's equal to negative 12, but x is greater than negative 12. All my numbers that are greater than negative 12 are all to the right. Things like negative 11, 0, 1, they're all to the right. So that's my graph. Your turn.